Hello, my name is Raymond Darchevsky, and this is coming to you from my home here in Cave Junction, Oregon. Tonight I should like to speak to you regarding a question put to me on the internet by a man named Ty Law. He starts with saying, "Hey Ray, would you define Satan as the one who opposes truth, or do you have a more precise or complex definition?" Thank you for your work. It is beautiful and evokes fearlessness and peace within me. My response to him was thus: Ty, I have been writing about the Christ state of consciousness on the internet for the last 19 years, and nobody has ever asked that question. It may sound insignificant to you, but it is not. The question itself reveals a curiosity beyond the norm. You are searching, you are experiencing the deeper aspects of consciousness to explain the stirrings which are occurring within you that normal thought cannot satisfy. You see, everybody, without exception, is subject to satanic mind control. Most go through life blind and acceptance of authority to ease their personal confusion. The real truth of life is found in the energy of peace or that of conflict. Peace comes to all who abide in truth, the non-dualistic energy of wholeness, completeness. That comes with the spirit of love, of oneness, of truth, non-duality, God itself. The other energy is the divided, conflicted confusion of dualistic thought, which is the energy of Satan itself. The energy of Satan is the dualistic energy of opposing energy which rules the civilized world of man. Most never think about it. They just accept it as being normal, and so they give in to it, consent to it. They therefore sell out to it. In search of peace and security that never comes, they make excuses for their pain, their suffering, their confusion. That is the plight of the satanic ruled, civilized man. You will note that most everyone but the rulers are seeking peace, but supporting conflict at every level of their lives. They are trapped, confused, and live in fear, because their approach is all bass-ackward. They are going in the wrong direction. The satanic intellect causes them to seek peace, and peace has always been with them. It has been with them since the first breath they took in this world. Unfortunately, they begin the trials of life by being programmed by their parents, who were programmed by their parents, and their parents by their parents, from generation to generation, from the beginning of the family. All but a few become trapped by the intellect, and they seek the contradictions that come with going along to get along. The Christ is a simple man or woman of truth, no more, no less. His consciousness is based on the non-duality of truth, while all others have succumbed to the conflict of satanic duality. A simple test is available to tell you where you stand. Are you caught up in the conflict of duality, which separates and divides, which cause harm to yourself and others? Or are you at one with truth, the non-dualistic energy of do no harm? Do you lie to get through a moment, thereby feeding the deception of confusion and conflict, which is harm in and of itself? Or do you stand in truth, facing the dualistic problems that come your way as a satanic test to measure your spiritual resolve? Being a Christ is the simplest of actions, but it is found to be impossible by the average civilized intellect that craves the satanic incitement of duality. You will note how my messages are responded to by most, either absolute silence or vehement resistance. Both opposites are satanic responses. Very few will respond to my message in a balanced way, for they fear exposure if their heart and their mind is not holistic and balanced. In their satanic imbalanced state, they require stimulus to respond to, for they have been programmed to be creatures of habit, controlled by the satanic forces which control the stimuli which forms their expected behaviors and reactions. The purpose of life is to liberate yourself from this prison of intellect and be free, to be one with life, with all of creation, to resonate with love, intelligence, truth. I expect that this is more than you wanted to hear, but there it is. It is time for people to wake up from the satanic, mind-controlled, hypnotic trance that engulfs their consciousness, and understand their intellects that are operating outside of the technical realm of consciousness is their own worst enemy, for it is Satan itself